my path was more, we're both in recovery. So I don't know if you know that.
No.
But drugs and alcohol really kind of took me down a dark path in my 20s.
Wow. How long have you been sober?
37 years.
37. What year was that when you?
1986.
1986. Now, when did Married with Children come out?
1986. I was 4 months sober when I got that gig.
If you weren't sober, would you have gotten that gig?
Probably not. No, I don't.
Or
no.
would you have survived that gig?
I wouldn't have survived. Yeah. I remember going to my first day on the show, and I was in recovery, and I don't know if you know anything about it, but a lot of it is about humility and honesty, and like not holding secrets anymore. I was a very secretive alcoholic, and so my sponsor, I remember my first day of work, I said, I'm terrified. She said, well, go tell somebody you're sober. I said, what, are you fucking kidding? I'm going to walk into these people I don't know. And I did it. And I introduced myself. And within 2 people, the casting director was also sober. And so I instantly felt like, okay, I'm safe. It's okay. Because I needed support. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. So it was a lot of new things at one time.
Is it hard to stay sober? Or as the years go on, it just gets easier and easier? Because you're looking at me like, I don't know what.
Is it hard? Yeah, this is what I'll say. Do alcohol and drugs speak to me? Can I be around them? Yes. Do they speak to me like I'm going to drink them? No. Every once in a while, if I'm cooking with something, I'll throw it down the drain real quick because I just don't, It's, alcoholism, we could have a whole podcast about this.
Sure. Yeah, I know.
It lives in the brain. It's a way of thinking. It's a way of perceiving. And so, that needs constant sort of spiritual solution, I would call it.
Did you guys meet when you were sober as well?
Yeah, it's interesting. We both she's 6 years older and we're 5.5 years older, and we both got sober at the same age.
I like how you correct yourself.
Well,
6 years,
because I remind him.
Yeah, she reminds
5.5.
5.5. Because I'd hear about it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
It's not like he said 9.
Yeah.
But he has at times. Sometimes he'll bullshit and go, yeah, she's 10 years older than me. I'm like, no, dude.
We got sober at the same age, just,
different years.
6 years apart. So we, but
you have like 31.
31. Yeah, but we met at a 12-step room, and but
that's where you met.
We met. Yeah.
Was it love at first sight?
No, I did not ask her out. It was before I had my first gig. Writing gig was on the Shield, and I was a struggling artist, and I knew who she was, and I thought, not gonna fucking ask her out without a job. So, and then so I waited, and then I got a gig, and I felt like, all right, I can say, here was my goal as an artist, and I don't know if you had this experience coming up as an actor. I just wanted to, when somebody asked me what I did, I just wanted to be able to answer them in one sentence. That was my goal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do.
So like, you're not, this is what I do, but this is what I want. Like, I could just say, I'm a writer. And
you were.
And I was. And then I felt like, all right, now I can say hi.
And it was he was my, I've been married a couple times before. So this is my 3rd go round. And I had just gone through a divorce, and I had 2 little kids, and top of my list was, you have to be employed. So when
Thank
he
God
called
he didn't
me,
ask you out the first time.
No.
Right?
When he called me up, and I said, and it was one of my first questions was like, well, what do you do? What do you do? And he said he was a writer. I was like, phew, man. Because he looked really like, he was super buff, and he looked like a trainer or something. I thought, oh man, this guy's, he like works out all the time. And
Yeah, you would. I don't think you would have gone out with me if I said.
You were a trainer? I don't know.